Okay, gang. I wanted these for quite a while. I never had this set of Volkswagen trucks as a kid. I remember seeing these when we were coming back from South Georgia on summertime or whenever. My mom had a routine. My mom and dad would stop at the same gas stations every time. And one of them was close to Macon, when you got off the Interstate 75, or maybe it was in Macon, Georgia, that is. And it was like a truck stop. And you go in there and it had everything, toys and novelties and t-shirts and hats. And of course, beer and food and everything else. Of course, when we'd get out of the car to stretch our legs and go inside the store, we'd always go to the toy department. I remember seeing these trucks in a package. Now there's one missing that was in the set. The one that's missing is the conveyor belt truck. I'm going to try to hunt one of those down. But they're all Volkswagens. And you got dump truck, cement truck, a tow truck, which I have two of these, a platform truck, which just actually lifts up and down, but it's loose, so I'm not going to extend it. I got a couple of other ones. I got a red pickup missing the attachment, a gray pickup missing the attachment, but I'm suspicious, thinking that this one might have originally been a conveyor truck, and then another tow truck. Now, I came across these by chance. My sister has a friend. I've mentioned her in a couple of videos before. She started out with booths at antique stores, and then she's got her own place now, several counties away. Well, she's focusing only on certain things, basically furniture, vintage clothing, and those type of items. So she had a couple of storage buildings full of stuff, and she was going to just get rid of stuff as fast as she could. So my sister and I go over there, buy a ton of stuff. It's pretty cheap. I bought several boxes of plastic toys, cars and trucks. I'm going to do a few videos right quick of them. And these were in there. They were in horrible shape, but they were all in there. I actually have another red truck, but the bottom frame is just busted all off of it, but the body is still good. But fortunately, these were in one of the boxes. They were just sitting in a box by themselves inside the big box. And I was quite pleased when I got them out. Now, they're not in the greatest of shape. And I'll give you a close-up view of one of the trucks so you can see the Volkswagen emblem. Okay. I'm saying in the 60s models Volkswagen truck because of the way the V is on the front. You see the big VW logo. And then you see the bottom. They're really inexpensively made. There's something on the bottom of that one. But yeah, made in Hong Kong is all it says. And well, of course, it's not going to focus. But there you go. That's the overall idea of the truck. Here's the back view. There we go. And real thin plastic, real cheap, but that's super cool. Super cool. Oh Lord. I'm just going to handle these with my hands. Keep having to move my camera around. This one still has some of the decal on there. Dump truck. It had another word here, and one of the other trucks has the decal. It says Smart Toys. That's the company's name. Now, the dump bed was broke. The dump bed itself was not attached. It's got one pin on it, and the other pin is broke. So basically, I just glued it together. But it's a keeper. You don't find these often, and when you do find them, they're either super expensive or they're in horrible condition. The cement truck. Cement's a word I usually have a hard time saying. I'm surprised I am saying it as well as I am. Kind of like the color. I'm not a green fan, but I do like the color. I had to glue the drum on. It was in the box loose too. It was attached there with a pin, and it just sat in the cradle here, but the pin was broke, and the pin basically was just a plastic pin. It looked like it may have been inserted into this piece, but at least the drum was in there. Let's see. Well, you might can see all the way in there the little indentation in the center. That was a piece that poked through to this section. Then we got tow truck. The hook is missing, and the boom is kind of a little bit damaged on both of them. Like I said, I got two of them. But the body isn't cracked or beat all up, and it's got a better sticker. Oh, it says emergency truck, not tow truck. It's got smart toys. Then we got this one says snorkel truck. Okay, oh, the decals coming apart. Snorkel boom truck. All right, I will try to lift it. Yeah, this section comes up a bit. I don't know. It looks like it should come up higher, but it's not wanting to. Not going to force it. I thought it might be sitting. It might not be sitting in the truck right. I just noticed this one's got a crack all the way in it. Oh well. It's still a keeper. Like I said, these aren't made out of thick plastic. It's pretty thin plastic, and being that it survived this long is amazing. Now now this truck is cracked. I may pull the boom tower out, stick it into this one, but I'll lose the decal. But yeah, I don't know, it's not going to show up, but you see how really thin the plastic is. I mean, it's not going to show up, but you can see like where the red color of the plastic is really super thin. It actually looks like it's painted on the inside, but it's not. It's red plastic. Alright, gang, I'm tired of showing you my hands. My hands are beat up, and they're not fancy hands. I'd love to hear something about these. This is a set I always wanted, never got. I had a friend that had a couple of them, but they didn't last him long because, well, I say a couple. He had to have the whole set because I never, as a kid, saw them sold separately. There was always like what I see here and the conveyor truck. And like I said, I think the gray truck back in the back may have been a conveyor truck. This is the other body that was in there. Looks like some kid or someone took a match to it. The shell is pretty good, except for this part. And you know, back in the 60s and 70s, the glues they used back then were totally different than what they use now, so that glue will probably never, ever turn that piece of plastic loose. Probably shouldn't be handling it. But anyway, I just want to take a minute and show you these really cool Volkswagen trucks. Can't remember if they're Type 2s, what they called them, but they are awesome. Really, really cool set. Oh, take a minute. There's the other tow truck, and the boom on this one's in better shape. Oh, it has an emergency sticker on it too. I should have looked at these before I set them out. This one's a whole lot better shape than the one I showed you, but the hooks are missing. Oh, wait a minute. It's got a melt mark on it. But oh well. It just have to be, because it's not going to be taken apart, because you know that old glue, you'll never get it apart. Alright, gang, thanks for viewing. Hope you enjoy. Have a great one.